Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is DRich and today is July 27th, 2022. Happy hump day, folks. I hope that you guys are well and that this video finds you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy as always. Thank you guys for tuning in, and for you folks who tuned into yesterday's video, thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate that, and it didn't really get a lot of viewership, but that's okay because I know that some people did view the video and maybe they thought I just packed it up and walked away. No, that is not the case. I am back, and I'm going to continue to put out the best content that I possibly could put out and give that information to you folks. So anyway, before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button on the way in. Make sure you support the channel that way. And if you enjoyed the content by the end of the video, hopefully here we can earn a subscribe from you. So anyway, folks, we're going to get into some things that we've already discussed on the channel, and we're going to get into some things related to gold and those countries that are actually moving towards that way. And we're going to go over the Federal Reserve, who are attempting to raise the basis points on the, the rate. We'll talk about that, and then we'll end it with the coin market cap from CoinGecko, as we always do. But again, thank you guys for always tuning in. I know I am sometimes dry, sometimes boring, but we'll try to do our best to give you the best personality here possible. So anyway, Hillary Clinton campaign CFO, former Wall Street regulator, who was Gary Gensler. And the reason why I bring this article up, and this was back in edition.cnn.com, just to make sure that we highlight the fact that this guy, most people were excited about when this administration, or this poser administration came in. They thought this was the guy that was going to get them over the cliff, and no one ever really cared to do the research. So here we want to make sure that we remind everybody that on this channel we've always discussed these things and highlighted these corrupt individuals. Okay, so the reason why I'm pointing that out is because if you go and type on Twitter, and again, you can follow me there at DRich5531. Go ahead and type in the search engine John Durham and Gary Gensler. You'll find out that he is in John Durham's Crosshairs. Okay, and here these guys are beginning to talk about this here on this thread. As you look through it, you can see I don't really get a lot of traction with a lot of the folks in the XRP community. Don't know why, don't really care, but at the end of the day, I've already discussed this at nauseum here on the channel for you folks who really understand some of your drops, and the 17 drops. If you understand those things, then you already know that these things will eventually come out to play at some point, because we've discussed them. And if you go back here on my channel, okay, we talked about Perkins Coie and the SEC Q and 17, and if you don't believe that these things are plausible, then you need to kind of rethink some things and reread some things and kind of put them together. It might not be at the time frame that you had anticipated or your expectations, but eventually, we have already discussed this. All right, and this was back on September 23rd, 2021, and we're almost approaching a year since we've discussed this. So if you want to go back and watch that video and hear all about what those connections are with Gary Gensler, then I encourage you to do that, so that you understand that we've already connected the dots. So anyway, John Durham, if you don't know him, I encourage you to investigate him a little bit and see what he's after, and see who he's after as well. So when those 30 indictments are unsealed, we will know who promoted a lot of disinformation or lies and deceit to deceive the public, and we'll figure that out at some point. And I believe Gary Gensler had a lot to do with that, especially with the Russia hoax and all of the other stuff, if you follow that. So anyway, folks, let's move forward. I just was checking out Gold Telegraph here on Twitter as well. India will launch its first international bullion exchange here on Friday. India is the second largest consumer of gold. The times are changing. And again, folks, on this channel, we talk about precious metals and their connection to digital assets. And those digital assets that we discuss regularly, frequently, and often, XRP, XLM, IOTA, Algorand, XDC, those, in my opinion, are going to be tied to some sort of basket of currencies, as we are starting to see the BRICS nations get together. We're looking at other countries coming on board with the BRICS idea, moving away from the central banking system. And once that happens, that is going to be huge for the sovereign currency of each country, and that is going to most definitely change the way we deal with currency worldwide. Here, Russia positions itself to move the ruble to a gold standard, and I do believe that this has already happened. This is April 15th, 2022. I know we've discussed this here on the channel before, but we just want to make sure that we highlight these countries moving forward without the United States currently at the moment. And I think this has to happen this way in order for the U.S. dollar to be devalued or depegged or come away from its dominance, I would say. Does China have enough gold reserves to launch the gold standard? This is March 30th of 2022. If you want to read this article, I'm just highlighting what's going on in the other countries when it comes to the gold standard of some sort. And I do believe that bullion, fractionizing gold, tokenizing gold as well, is going to play a huge role as we see these countries moving this way. So, and again, here you got Modi, which is launching the International Bullion Exchange here on the 29th, 2 days away. Is China really considering a gold standard? I believe so. China is motivated to accumulate gold, and based on the numerous public reports and things that they've actually done, it seems clear that they're at least thinking about the gold standard. And again, they want to ask the question if China has enough gold, and I do believe so based on these charts here below, as far as the possibility if China's reserves will triple over the next year or so. So here we are, folks. I mean, you can do all your research, and I'm just leading you down the road to understand that we are moving towards something different, and it's kind of hard to conceptualize at the moment, but eventually people will figure it out and they'll start waking up. And I think that if the gold and silver prices continue to stay at these rates, as far as their spot prices are concerned, I do believe that people are going to say, it's not going to do anything, it doesn't move, it's kind of like there. Well, you know what, if that's the case, that you at least know that the value is pretty stable, and then once it moves, it's going to move, and it's not going to say, oh, we're going to move $10, $20. It's going to be some moves that are going to be substantial. Again, this is kind of like it's like their insurance policy. It's their insurance, for them having bad monetary policy. It could be like a buffer, like a hedge of some sort. So here that is. I want to make sure that you guys are, looking at this and knowing that this will happen in a cryptocurrency or digital asset type of way. I'm going to say digital asset because what we're going to hold is digital assets, and that's just about what they are. So anyway, just wanted to point this article out. Crypto exchange Coinbase faces SEC probe over securities, and this is coming from Bloomberg News. And with this being said, the reason why I want to bring this to your attention is that there's been a lot of exchanges. We have Kraken in the news as far as being illiquid. There's other exchanges, Celsius, we've discussed that. We've discussed other exchanges, centralized exchanges that will hold your assets and keep your assets and steal your assets if they are bankrupt or they go under. So remove your assets as best as possible, as fast as possible, and find those wallets, those digital wallets where you write your pass keys down, your key phrases and things like that. Make sure you store those in a good place. Keep those safe and secure. Do not share them with anyone. But secure your wealth. Okay, make sure you have your assets off the exchange. You can get you a Ledger Nano S or X. I think the S will be no longer. I think that they're on their last 100 total, with some NFT drops on those. But you got your other wallets that are beneficial for you to put your assets on. Also have the Decent Wallet. The Decent Wallet works very well for me, and I actually like it because I just like it, and I just want to make sure you guys get those assets off the exchange, especially Coinbase. So anyway, here is the another article from Readers. Fed will unveil another big rate hike as signs of economic slowdown grow, and this was dated today, this morning. The Federal Reserve is expected to hike its key interest rate by 0.75 of a percent point on Wednesday to battle high inflation, and the focus will shift on how deeply the signs of economic slowdown have registered with its policymakers. So again, let me just be very clear. Anytime that you keep the interest rates low, then you keep the your percent rates down. You keep everything down, and you have a little bit more money in your pocket. But when you start raising the interest rates, that means you are looking for a recession. You are looking to bring down the economy, and I do believe that they are headed down this path, and we will see a reckoning with the economy at some sort. We got all of the tech stocks reporting this week and for earnings, so keep an eye on that. I'm not sure if that's going to do anything, but we still got a few days left in the week, and I've been keeping an eye on that, so keep an eye on it, see what happens. But here with these rate hikes, we are going to see something like no other, especially at the fast pace that they've been doing it. It seems like we've talked about this recently over the last several videos. I know I've been gone for about a month, but we've discussed this, and in my opinion, if you look across the board, you look at other countries, they are kind of doing it side by side one another, and they are relatively the same, so that no one will notice. But keep your eyes on it. Even in Europe, I do believe that the percent rates and basis points that they are hiking are equivalent to what they are doing here in the U.S. So this has to do with all of the money that they've pumped into the economy and all that. So it's going to come back to bite them, and we'll see what happens. So anyway, let's go ahead and end it with CoinGecko with the coin market cap here. While Bitcoin's dominance is at 39.8, 17.1 for Ethereum, with a global crypto market cap right now at 1.02 trillion in value. Bitcoin $21,308.28, Ethereum $1466.31, USDC $55 billion market cap there, while BNB is at $255.57. Our beloved XRP 33 cents, 33.5 cents there. And again, I can't tell you what to do, but accumulate and acquire and hold on for dear life with your XRP and your digital assets that are ISO 222, I would say. 46, almost 47 cents for Cardano there at number 8. Solana, $36.75, and still hanging around Dogecoin at 6 pennies, number 10 there, and DOT, $6.80. I do believe it will go a little bit lower. That's just my personal opinion. So again, pick and choose when you get into the market. Make sure that you dollar cost average. AVAX, $21.07. Litecoin, $53.69. And let's see here. Stellar, 10.5 cents there. You're getting 10 for $1, a little bit less than 10 for $1, but there you go. 31 cents there for Algo. And VeChain, 2 pennies. Flow, 163. I do believe Flow will go under $1.45. So I'll wait to accumulate that. Decentraland, 87 cents, and I do like Sandbox. I do believe it will go a little bit lower, but Sandbox, I think, will have a bright future. HBAR, 6 pennies there, and again, I'm excited to let you know that I did accomplish my HBAR holding goal. So there we have that. I'm excited about that, but we're going to still add to it, but not as frequent as we did to get to where we needed to get. Quant, $93, 45 cents. Let's see here. To round this out, IOTA, 27 cents there. And a lot of these assets most people want to stay away from because, the price doesn't move, it doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't do anything. But these are your opportunities to acquire and accumulate at these prices. This is where your money is going to be made on the go up when it goes back up, and it will go back up at some point. Just got to be patient enough to wait for that to happen. XDC, 2 cents, almost 3 cents, and there you have it. You can get a boatload of those. You know what I mean? Let's just see what we can get for how much 10,000 of those cost. There it is. Let's see how much 10,000 of those. That's just the starter pack, $272, 47 cents. That's just your starter pack, folks, and then you can accumulate and build on top of that. 10,000, 272.47. Anyway, folks, have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Share the video on your favorite social media platforms. And if you like the video, hit the like button, and most definitely hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. And we'll be back tomorrow with some more content. We're just barely getting back started, so a little rusty. Okay, that's okay. We'll get back into it, and we'll get going, and we'll build that momentum where we get a lot of eyeballs here on the channel. So again, share the content on your social media platforms. Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Telegram. I don't know what you use. TikTok, who cares? You can even splice and edit the video and bring on some sound bites. Who knows? I might be a little controversial on the next round. So there we go. Anyway, God bless. Take care. And as always, folks, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.